Thanks everybody for joining me today for our deep stretch workout. We are going to go ahead and get started with a seated warm-up. So finding a comfortable space on your mat in any seated position, sitting up tall, and turning on a little background music. Let me know if it's ever too loud, too quiet. Once you're in your seated position, just taking a moment here. We'll do a little deep breathing just to get our bodies ready for our stretching today. My legs are crossed. I'm going to put one hand on each of my knees and just sitting up tall. We're going to take in a big inhale breath, feeling your chest, your lungs fill with air, feeling those shoulders rise up towards your ears, and then exhale and let it release. Going at your own pace here, we're just going to do this 3 times, taking in that big inhale breath, feeling maybe your spine lengthen as you inhale, and release as you exhale. Final time here with that big deep breath as you inhale, and then exhale, letting it all go, feeling ready to get into our deep stretching today. From this seated position, we're going to start with some neck circles. So again, whatever seated position feels good for you here. I have my shoulders relaxed, my spine is tall. I'm going to start by bringing my left ear down towards my left shoulder. I'm feeling that stretch throughout the right side of my neck. And then from here, I'm going to take my chin to my chest, nose points down towards the floor, feeling that stretch in the back of your neck, and then right ear over to right shoulder, feeling that stretch in the left side of my neck. I'm taking this as half circles. You can do a full range of motion if that feels better to you, but just focusing on that right and left side of your neck as you rotate. We'll go for 10 more seconds here with these neck half circles. And in 3, 2, 1, bringing my head back up to neutral. Keeping my shoulders relaxed here. Now I'm going to shake my head from left to right. So shaking my head, no, turning my nose to point the wall to the left, and then turning my nose to point to the wall to the right. Taking your time here, again, feeling that stretch on the left and the right sides of your neck. We'll go for 10 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to shake our head yes. So bringing your nose up towards the sky, chin comes down to your chest, working within your range of motion here and at your own speed. And in 3, 2, 1. Bringing that head back to neutral. From here, I'm going to move into some shoulder rolls or shoulder circles. You can start with both shoulders at the same time or one shoulder at a time. That's up to you. I'm going to start by bringing my right shoulder up towards my right ear and then bringing that shoulder behind my back. Feel your chest coming forward before bringing that shoulder back around to the front. I'm just working my right shoulder here, doing a couple backward circles. I like to go very slow and controlled. So I'm really feeling each stretch in a different part as I'm slowly rotating that shoulder backwards. And in 3, 2, 1, bringing my shoulders back to neutral. I'm going to switch to the left. Same thing here, left shoulder up towards your left ear. This time, left shoulder comes behind your back before bringing it back around. And in 3, 2, 1, we'll finish off our shoulder rolls, this time going forward. So I'm going to start on that right side, bringing my right ear or my right shoulder up to my right ear. This time I'm going to let that shoulder fall in front of my body so I feel my shoulder blades separate before bringing it back around. And same thing, just moving through here at your own pace, your own range of motion. And in 3, 2, 1. Switching to the left side, last time here. Bringing that left shoulder forward in these shoulder rolls. And in 3, 2, 1. Let those shoulders go still. Taking a moment here to let your upper body relax. From here, staying in that seated position, I'm going to take a big inhale breath as I reach both of my hands, fingertips to the ceiling. My arms are extended straight. I'm feeling my spine reach tall as I reach. And then on your exhale, letting your arms fall down at your side. My hands are coming down to the mat. We'll do that 2 more times, taking in a big inhale breath as you're reaching your arms, fingertips to the sky, feeling that stretch. And release. Hands are coming back down at your side. Final time here, big inhale breath as you reach tall. And release as those hands come back down at your side. From here, I'm going to put my arms out into a T position. My elbows are extended. My arms are reaching to the left and to the right. From here, I'm going to turn my chest to face the wall to the right. I'm going to plant my right hand behind my back. My left hand is coming to my right knee. And I'm going to hold this seated twist for about 5 or so seconds before I switch sides. So in 3, 2, 1, and release. My arms are coming back to that T position, and then I'm going to switch sides, turning my chest to face the wall to my left. My left hand plants behind my back. My right hand grabs onto my left knee. Feeling that seated twist now to the left. And for the next 15 seconds, just flow through that at your own speed, twisting your core and your chest from left to right. Adding in that T arms, feeling that stretch in your shoulders, your arms, as you're reaching across your body. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back to the center. From here, we're going to move into a seated side bend. I'm going to take my right hand, fingertips reaching up overhead, pointing to the wall to my left as I lean over to that left side, feeling that stretch throughout the right side of my body. Holding it here again for about 5 seconds, and then we're going to switch to the opposite side. So when you're ready, bringing that right hand back down at your side. Left hand is going to come up overhead. Fingertips point to the wall to your right as you lean over to that right side. And then same thing here for the next about 15 seconds, just flowing through side bends from left to right. Feeling that stretch on both sides of your body, opening up those hips. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your hands come down at your side. From here, I'm going to extend my legs straight out in front of me. So if you're not already having your legs straight in your seated position, extend those legs, toes pointing forward. We're going to move into a seated forward fold here. So checking in with your posture, sitting up tall. Arms are going to raise, fingertips to the sky. On your exhale, hinging at your waist, reaching forward towards those toes, your ankles, your knees. Finding a spot where you can hold this here for about 15 seconds. Totally okay to add in a knee bend. Bending those knees slightly can still get you that good stretch here. Chest comes closer towards your legs. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly coming back up to a seated position. From here, I'm going to extend my legs out wide. We're going to take this into a wide leg forward fold, seated forward fold. So now my right leg is out to the right. My left leg is out slightly to the left. Again, finding a good spot within your range of motion. From here, I'm going to take my hands in between my legs, palms are on the ground. I'm just gonna walk my hands forward, extending my arms long until I'm at a spot where I can hold here. Feeling that stretch now in the insides of your legs. Chest is still coming forward towards the floor. And in 3, 2, 1, slowly walking those hands back over or back to the center. We're gonna leave our legs in this wide position. This time I'm gonna take both of my hands over to my right leg. I'm gonna walk both of my hands down my right leg, reaching for those toes, your ankles, your knee, focusing on stretching on that right side, feeling that right leg hamstring stretch, that stretch in your back on the left side as well. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do that same thing on the left. Walking our hands over to our left leg. Hands reach down that left leg towards your left toes. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back to center, bringing those legs in closer to your body. We're gonna move into a tabletop position. Once you're in your tabletop, your hands are stacked underneath your shoulders. Your knees are stacked underneath your hips. We're gonna move through some cat-cow. When you're ready, dropping your belly button down towards the floor, head faces forward, chest lifts forward as well, feeling that drop in your spine towards the ground. And then when you're ready, belly button to spine, spine comes up to the ceiling, chin comes to your chest. Taking this time here to move through your cat-cow at your own pace, doing what feels good in your body here. I like to sync my breath as I drop my belly button to the floor, head faces forward, taking in that big inhale breath, and then release as my chin comes to my chest. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back to neutral spine here. We're gonna tuck our toes onto the mat before we extend our legs into a downward facing dog. So toes come to the ground, extend your knees straight, butt comes up towards the sky, arms are extended long. And from here, pedal out those legs, bending one knee at a time, feeling that stretch in your calf. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back down to that tabletop, sitting back onto my feet, taking this time to recover, grab some water. We're gonna move into our next little flow here once you're ready. We're gonna stay on our mat. So once you've taken a moment to let your body recover, grab some water. We're gonna get back into a tabletop position, but we're gonna move into a puppy pose. So from here, in my tabletop position, knees are stacked underneath my hips. My knees are about hip width apart. My feet are flat on the ground. I'm gonna drop to my forearms. So my hands are on the mat, but now my forearms and my elbows are on the mat as well. Chest is still facing the floor. From here, if it feels good, you can sit your butt back onto your feet into more of a child's pose. If not, you can stay forward, shifting your weight forward towards your forearms for a puppy pose. Feeling your lower back stretch, your hamstrings. We'll hold this here for another 10 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. I'm going to come up back into tabletop, and then I'm going to sit back onto my feet, taking that pressure off of my wrists. From here, we're going to get into a tall kneeling position. So we're on our knees, but up tall, so our butt is off of our legs. We're going to move into a low lunge, starting on our right leg. I'm going to take my right leg, right foot flat on the floor, so my right knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. My left knee is on the ground still, and my left foot is flat on the floor. Finding a good spot here where your right foot is planted and you're feeling a good steady base. From here, I'm going to push my hips forward, deepening the bend in my right leg. Feeling that stretch in my right hamstrings, my left hip, your glutes on your right side. And from here, we're just going to take at our own speed, rocking back and forth. So pushing your hips forward and then releasing, bringing your hips back to the start. You can even extend your hips backwards and straighten out that right leg. So just moving forward and back through your range of motion on this right leg. Taking your time here, doing what feels good. And in 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna finish out this right leg by pushing my hips forward one last time. I'm gonna plant my left hand on the floor on the left side of my right foot. And then with my right hand, I'm gonna reach fingertips up to the sky. So now I'm in this low lunge with an added twist. Just an option here, if this doesn't feel good for you, you can stay in that low lunge. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Gonna bring my right hand down, stepping my right foot back to the start, taking a moment to give your knees, your wrists a little bit of a rest here. Again, I'm sitting back onto my feet, but you can take a moment in whatever position you need. We're gonna do that same thing on our left leg in just a moment. When you're ready, getting back up into that tall kneeling position. This time my left foot is going to plant on the floor, 90-degree bend in my left knee. Same thing here. Once you're ready, pushing those hips forward, deepening the bend in your left leg, feeling your right leg back behind you, almost straighten just slightly. Dropping that right hip down towards the floor, feeling that opening in your right hip. And then moving forward and back. Bringing those hips back to the start. Option to hinge at your waist, stick that butt back and straighten out your left leg. And just moving forward and back here. Again, your range of motion, what feels good for you. And then from here, this time when you're ready, going to push my hips forward, planting my right hand on the mat next to my left foot. This time my left hand is going to reach fingertips up towards the ceiling. My chest is turning to face that left leg, that left wall, feeling that spine twist, that low lunge. And in 3, 2, 1, planting that left hand back on the ground, stepping that left foot back, taking this moment to let your body recover. Nice job there. We're gonna move into a pigeon stretch, which is kind of similar to the low lunge. We're gonna start back into a tabletop position. Just our starting point here. I'm gonna take my right leg. I'm going to keep my right knee bent, but I'm bringing my shin of my right leg in front of my hips. So right underneath my hands, left leg is extended back behind me. So my left leg is straight. I have a deep bend in that right knee. My palms are on the floor, chest is facing forward into that deep pigeon stretch, feeling that stretch in the outside of your right glutes, opening up your right side hips. We'll hold here for another 10. And in 3, 2, 1. Going to bring that right knee back into a tabletop. My left knee is also going to bend back into my tabletop so I can sit back onto my feet. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So just taking a moment here to give those knees and wrists a little break. Last time here, starting in that tabletop position, pigeon stretch left leg. Tabletop, taking my left leg, keeping that left knee bent, bringing it behind my hands. The shin of my left leg is flat on the mat, and I'm extending that right leg straight back behind me. My left knee is pointed towards the wall to the left, and my left foot and my left toes are pointed towards the wall to the right. We'll hold here for another 15. This time feeling that stretch on the outside of my left glutes. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back into tabletop, but you can release from that position any way you need. Gonna take a seat, grabbing some water here, taking a moment to let your body recover. Nice job, everybody. We are going to extend onto our backs for this next sequence. So when you're ready, making your way onto your back, extending your legs out straight. Taking a moment, once you get into that lying position, just let your body take a moment and relax, feeling your spine against the floor, your body's extended long, taking up all the space that you can here. Taking a couple deep breaths. Once you're ready, I'm going to bend both of my feet, not my feet, bending my knees, feet flat on the ground, knees pointed up towards the ceiling. From here, I'm going to extend my right leg, toes up to the ceiling. We're going to do a little right leg hamstring stretch. From here, grabbing on to your right leg, either above or below your right knee, and just gently pulling that leg in towards your body until you feel that stretch in your right hamstring. You might have to add a lot of force. You might not have to add any at all to feel that stretch. Just whatever's feeling good for you here. As you are pulling that right leg in towards your body, also feeling your back and your spine kind of pushed into the mat. Option to extend that left leg straight instead of having that left foot on the floor. That's going to deepen the stretch, maybe limit your range of motion just slightly. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that right leg back down to the ground. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. When you're ready, both my feet planted on the ground, knees are bent. My left leg, I'm going to point toes up to the sky, trying to keep that left leg as straight as I can. Grabbing onto that left leg above or below the knee, and just gently pulling in towards your body. Again, option to drop that right leg down straight, or keeping your right foot flat on the ground. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that left leg back down to the floor. We're going to go one more time on both legs. So once you're ready, starting one last time with that right leg. Grabbing that right leg, pulling in towards your body. This time, while that right leg is in the air, I'm going to just do some light ankle circles, or just wiggle your toes, adding some movement to that foot that's in the air, if that feels good for you. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lowering your right leg back down to the floor. Final time here on our left leg. When you're ready, left leg, toes to the sky. Grabbing onto that left leg. And then same thing here. If it feels good, adding in some movement to that left foot. Circles, just wiggle your toes, point and flex. And in 3, 2, 1, lower that left leg back down towards the ground. From here, I'm going to keep my feet flat on the floor, so my knees are bent. I'm going to extend my arms out into a T position. So my right arm is reaching out to the right. My right palm is flat on the ground. My left arm reaching to the left. Palms are flat on the floor. Try to keep your arms in line with your shoulders, or just finding a comfortable spot here. We're going to do some windshield wipers with our legs together. So I'm going to glue my knees together, feet come together. I'm going to drop my knees over to the right. As I'm dropping my knees to the right, trying to keep my shoulders on the floor. So I'm just twisting my lower abs, my core, my lower back. And just dropping those knees from the left to the right at your own speed. Just moving through at your own pace here.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
As you are windshield wipering, I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. As I drop my knees over to the right, I'm going to turn my head to face the wall to the left. I'm going to hold it here just for a few seconds. Before I switch, knees are going to drop over to the left. I'm going to turn my head to face the wall to the right. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Bringing your arms back in at your side. Knees can come back to center. We're gonna move into some happy baby. So I'm gonna start, you can do both legs together, or you can do one leg at a time. Bringing your feet, so the bottoms of your feet are gonna raise to face the ceiling. My knees have a slight bend in them. I'm flexing my feet so that, again, the bottoms of my feet are facing the sky. With my right hand, I'm gonna grab the outside of my right foot. With my left hand, I'm gonna grab the outside of my left foot. And then having that knee bend, just gently pushing your feet and your knees down towards the floor. I have my knees on the outsides of my body. So again, just finding what works best for you. If you are doing one leg at a time, you might be able to get a little bit deeper into each side. So just choosing what feels good for you. As you're adding that pressure to your feet, you're opening up your hips, feeling that low back against the ground. If it feels good to add in some gentle movement, you can rock from left to right. You can rock up and down.
Ashley, are we holding our feet on the outsides or from the insides of our feet?
On the outsides.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you're doing one foot at a time, you can go ahead and switch sides. We'll hold here for another 15. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let go of those feet. Let your legs come back down onto the ground. And take a moment here to let your body recover, whether you need some water or just taking a moment. We're going to continue in this position for a few more stretches. Once you're ready, I'm going to keep my legs extended out straight. Back is flat onto the floor. I'm going to take my right knee, bring my right leg into my chest, hugging that right knee in, keeping your left leg extended long. We're going to move through this for about 30 seconds, switching at your own pace. So when you're ready, extending that right leg straight, and then bringing your left knee, hugging into your chest. We'll move through this just a little bit more dynamic instead of static holds. So switching as it calls out to you, what feels good in your body. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to finish here, hugging both knees into your chest, into our little egg shape, grabbing on to each of your knees and pulling them in close to your body. Again, if it feels good to add in some movement from left to right, maybe forward, back. And in 3, 2, 1. From this egg shape, we're going to make our way back up to a seated position. So you can use your egg shape to rock forward, back up to a seated spot, or get into a seated position any way that you need. I'm going to grab a little bit of water. Finding a comfortable seated spot here, we're going to focus on some arm stretches for this next sequence. So some upper body. Finding a comfortable seat. When you're ready, we're going to start with arm across. So taking our right arm, bringing that right arm across our body, fingertips point to the wall to our left. With your left hand, grabbing onto your right arm and just gently pulling into your body. Feeling that stretch on the outside of your right arm. Checking in with posture here too, sitting up tall, really working through all the range of motion you have, taking up space. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Right hand's coming back down at your side. We will do the same thing on our left. Once you're ready, left arm is going to reach across your body. Fingertips point to the right. And then with your right hand, grabbing onto that left arm, and again, pulling into your body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your arms release at your side. From here, we're gonna take our right hand, fingertips point to the sky. So my right arm is extended straight. From here, I'm gonna bend at my elbow, bringing my right hand behind my back. So my right arm is bent by my right ear, feeling that stretch on the back of my arm, where my triceps kind of by my armpit. Then with my left hand, if it feels good, grabbing onto the top of your right elbow and just gently adding some pressure down towards the floor. Stretching the back of our arm, our triceps, down the side of your body a little bit too, again, into that armpit. Opening up your chest too, as both of your arms are over your head. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let that right arm back down at your side. I'm gonna switch to the left. When you're ready, this time left hand, fingertips point up towards the ceiling. Arm is straight. From here, bending at my elbow. Left hand is coming behind my back. And then with my right hand, grabbing onto that left elbow and just adding some pressure down towards the ground. All of these stretches in our arms, you can do seated, kneeling, standing. If there's something that is sounding better to you. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Letting both your hands come back down at your side. Once you're ready, we're gonna move into a focused chest opener. So I'm gonna bring both of my hands behind my head. So my elbows are bent. I'm not grabbing onto my head. I'm just having my hands behind my head to get into a tall position with my chest opened. From here, I'm gonna take a deep breath in and just gently lean backwards, opening up that chest. My nose is gonna face slightly towards the ceiling. Feeling that opening in your chest, that stretch in your lower back. Very small range of motion here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do that 2 more times. Just a small hold and release there. Once you're ready, hands behind your head, opening up that chest towards the sky. And release. One last time, hands behind your head, big inhale breath as that chest opens. And exhale to release. Hands come back down at your side. We're gonna finish up this little seated sequence by interlacing our fingers behind our back. We're gonna squeeze our shoulder blades together as our chest puffs forward. Extending your arms straight behind your back. Sitting up tall. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands come back down at your side. This time we're gonna go in front of our chest. Hands, holding your own hands, interlacing your fingers, extending your arms straight out from your shoulders. And this time, feeling your shoulder blades separate, your chest kind of caves towards the wall behind you. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake out your arms here, wiggle your fingers, shake your shoulders, shake your arms. take a moment to let your body recover, and we're going to transition on to our stomachs. Final little sequence here before we get into a cool down. We are going to start laying on the ground. Legs are extended back behind us. Chest is on the floor. Just taking a moment to get into a position that's comfortable, whether your head's on the ground or raised. We're going to start with a cobra or a half cobra. Option here, have your forearms on the ground or have your hands underneath your shoulders, extending your arms straight as your chest faces the wall in front of you. Head faces forward, opening up that chest, that core, that lower back. Option to also be on your forearms. Same stretch here, just a little less intense on that lower back. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your chest come down to the ground. You can rest your head. Take a moment here. We're going to do cobra one more time. When you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, raise that chest forward. Either cobra or half cobra here. Final 30. As you're in your cobra, turning your head from left to right. If that feels good, it can add in a little bit deeper of a stretch you feel in your back. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your body recover here. We're going to take this into a lying twist, if that feels good in your body. Having my chest on the ground, I'm going to extend my arms back into that T position. Resting your head or having your arms bent and resting your head on your hands. Whatever laying position feels best. From here, I'm going to take my left leg. I'm going to bring my left leg over my right leg. Finger or toes are going to touch the floor on my right side. It's okay if they don't touch the ground, but you're reaching that left leg across to the right. This time, trying to keep my chest as close as I can to the ground. So I'm really feeling that stretch in the lower left side of my body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, bringing that left leg back to the left. Taking a moment here, we're going to do the same thing on the right leg. So once you're ready, right leg is going to come up and over the left leg. I'm going to tap my right toes on the ground on that left side. Again, trying to keep my chest on the floor as best you can. It's okay to keep that right leg also floating, reaching as far as you can. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do that one more time on both sides, but at your own timing. So moving through, whether that's holding it a little bit longer or moving through a little quicker, just what feels good for you as you're moving your legs across your body from left to right. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Bringing both of your feet back down towards the floor. I'm going to turn over onto my right side. So my right leg is on the ground. My left leg is stacked on top of my right leg. I'm still kind of in that laying position on my side. So whatever is comfortable for you here, I'm using my right hand to kind of let my head rest. We're going to finish up with a quad stretch. Option here to bend that right leg so that you're a little bit more stable on the ground. Stretching our left quad, I'm going to bend my left knee and then with my left hand grabbing onto my left foot, pulling my foot towards my glutes until I feel that stretch in my calf. If you are not feeling that stretch, try to bring your left knee back towards the wall behind you. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to do that one more time on our left leg before we finish off and switch to the right leg. So we can stay in this position one last time here, stretching out that left quad, grabbing onto your left toes, your left foot with your left hand, and just pulling that heel in towards your glutes. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We are going to switch over to the opposite side to finish off here, quad stretch on our right leg. So this time my left leg is on the bottom, my right leg's on the top, bending that left knee for a little extra support, using my left hand to support my head. And then when you're ready, bending your right knee, grabbing your right toes with your right hand and pulling that heel in towards your glutes. Trying to keep my hips stacked on top of each other so that I'm really feeling that stretch in my quads. And again, to deepen that stretch a little bit, just bring that right knee back behind your body a little bit further towards the wall behind you. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Extending that right leg long. We're going to finish up here one last time. That right leg quad stretch. When you're ready, final about 20 or so seconds here. Rubbing onto your right toes. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Take what you need here. Let your body recover. I'm going to grab a little bit of water and we're going to finish up our last about 7 minutes with some cool down. We're going to start our cool down with some cat-cow, and then we're going to flow into child's pose. So finding yourself into a tabletop position here. Once you're ready, flowing through cat-cow at your own pace, dropping that belly to the ground and then spine to the ceiling. Moving in whatever way feels good for your body here. You can add in moving your hips in a circle, maybe bringing your hips back, your hips forward, adding in some gentle movement through your cat-cow. And in 3, 2, 1, my spine is going to go back to neutral. I'm going to widen my knees just a little bit, bringing my toes together, and then I'm going to sit back onto my feet into child's pose. Keeping my arms extended out in front of me. Maybe you can walk them a little further, dropping your chest, your head towards the mat. In your child's pose, if it feels good, walking your hands over to the right. So you're feeling that deepening reach in that left side of your body. And then same thing, if it feels good, to walk your hands over to the left. And back to center. And in 3, 2, 1, coming out of child's pose. Finishing it up here by dropping into cobra, straightening out my legs, dropping my hips down to the floor, whether cobra or half cobra, to finish here. Taking in a few deep breaths. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to finish our final few minutes of restoration in whatever position is calling out to you. Maybe that's laying on your stomach, back to child's pose, in a seated position, laying flat on your back, finding the position that is calling out to you, and just taking these few moments to just be still. When you're ready, start adding in some gentle movement back to your body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, take a couple deep breaths. When you're ready, I'm going to slowly come back up to a seated position, wherever you are here, just making your way back into a seated space. We're going to finish off with just a little deep breathing. If you'd like to follow along, taking in a big inhale breath, filling your lungs, your chest, feeling your shoulders rise, and then exhale through your mouth. and let it go. Final time here, big inhale breath. And release. That is all I have for us today. Thanks for joining me for our deep stretch workout. I hope you all got a good stretch in, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.